Sup, witches? Let's see what we got going on, huh? I don't know. Your love is like a rodeo. What's the other song that came through earlier? I wish the rodeo missed me. And then after that started coming through, I was just like, let's just see, we got a bit of a space cowboy going on here. Been a while since I've kind of tapped into that energy, or even referred to it as such. I always call space cowboys are usually the ones that speak lyrically through music. What do you want? You think you got problems? What are you supposed to do if you're a manically depressed robot? Someone is robotic? A manically depressed robot. And they don't know what you want. Got the Encyclopedia Galactica on its chapter on love states that it is far too complicated to define. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has this to say on the subject: avoid, if at all possible. Haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? Which wolf do you feed? Both, so they both obey me. You don't accomplish anything by neglecting your shadow, starving it. Get the image of you can't just, it's not just about slaying your demons, it's about dissecting them and figuring out what they've been feeding on. It's kind of the energy I've got going on here. When the debate is over, slander becomes the tool of a loser. Someone is trying to smear campaign somebody here, or they're going through a smear campaign. Our love is like the wind. I can't see it, but I can feel it. We got sea turtles, stand for good luck and wisdom. So what? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. No wonder that the truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. This is definitely someone on a spiritual journey who is just confused by it all at this point. Confused, don't know what they do, don't know what other people want. I'll be your huckleberry. Life's been good to me so far. Someone's like, I'm picking up like two energies bouncing back and forth here, right? The one energy is confused or the manically depressed robot. They're like, what do you do? And the other person's just like, I don't know what to tell you. One encyclopedia, when it talks about love, says, it says it's far too complicated to define. What do you want? It's far too complicated to define. And this other one says, what, avoid if all possible, right? Those are like the opinions of the world right now. Something's been out in the open, or something happened out in the open, something about that. Or I even get, because that song, it's like, the poor groom's bride is a whore. It's something about talking about things where people can hear it, right? And you got, which wolf do you feed? Both, so they both obey me, right? Like, don't be, that's along the lines of don't mistake my kindness for weakness, right? When debate is over, slander becomes the tool of the loser. The person who talks shit the most about the other person is usually the person who did the most amount of shit. It's a narcissistic tendency. You might have something going on with sea turtles. Watch out for sea turtles. They stand for wisdom and good luck. That means you're kind of on the right path, right? So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. great was ever accomplished in a comfort zone, right? It's going to be difficult. It's no wonder the truth is stranger than fiction. The fiction has to make sense, right? You can just put plot holes and things that don't make sense in to make a story, work. The truth is far more complicated. Doesn't seem to make sense, does it? Yeah, life's been good to me so far. Someone feels life's been good to them, for the most part. A dream is merely a dream until you put it into action. Someone's working on putting things into action. He'll only leave you better off. Moved on from the situation. If someone wants to move on from you, just let them move on from you, but they'll only leave you better off. That's how this person's felt. I feel like there's like a lot of distance. This is like something old, right? Because it's like one side's like, I feel very, very cut off, and the other side's thinking about, right? Like, one side's over it already. Like, they're already over it, and the other side's still thinking about it. They're like, well, no, I'm just going to move on here, right? Or if they've moved on. A person playing a role will eventually forget their lines. Pay attention. The act cannot go on forever. Oh, someone's acting like they moved on. Oh, man. Oh, that's a sappy one. Kissing on my tattoos just came on. That was a good act. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's see. What is the main storyline, frequency, and energies we are dealing with this evening? No, my bad. I shouldn't have caught it. Oh. Though we have Venus there. Oh, yeah, Virgo. Definitely a lot of overthinking here. We got Saturn, a change in control and structure that's causing some conflicts. Someone's changing the control and structure, getting organized. I like the sweaters when I'm outside, but they're kind of a pain in the butt inside. Ooh, in 1 second, we'll flip these rooms and see what this main storyline's about. Put my hair up real quick. Get out of my face. Get rid of all this dangly strings. Alright, we got going on here. We got the feminine rune in focus here. Making waves. We have a divine feminine making waves, following their intuition. Following their intuition when it comes to dealing with the masculine. Which one do we want to go with? Go with this one. Sorry, I just thought that was funny. I was looking through this whole message of this one person's so cold, they're so cut off, they're so this, they're so that, and it's like, no, you're not. Pay attention. That cannot go on forever. Right? It's like fighting these energies are virtually impossible. Not if there's a true connection there. If there's a soul contract there, there's a soul contract there. That's just... And you got one that says, like, really say the game ends when you stop playing, but the energy that I got here is I'm your huckleberry means I'll be your pallbearer at your funeral. Like, that's to the death type of energy here. Don't mind my big old arms. Just thinking about doing yoga. You don't work your arms much when you're walking, but holding poses on is a lot more strenuous than it looks. Got a reverse King of Pentacles here. Definitely a gnarly, powerful, this is on the 5D energy here. It's a Queen of Junk reverse, and it's that one from the Labyrinth. The ladies that, they're the teenagers that got stuck hoarding junk in the Labyrinth, and they turn into these guys. Right? And in this case, it's someone I feel like whose energy is that. We'll get some more. Let's get the rest in first before we get too much of what's going on the 5D. Let's get the other perspectives and build our way up to it, huh? On the 3D, we definitely have... Oh, I love it. There's some sort of... Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm picking up a Divine Masculine who's like having, like I always say the 7 of Wands is like defending your morals and things like that. And it's like, it's a player-esque energy, and like, but it's defensive at the same time. So I feel like someone's kind of like, finally figured out how to block out past people's energies. It could be people that they've played in the past's energy, right? They're working on, they're defending themselves from it, right? But they're still kind of hanging around here with this 5 of Cups, right? But like I said, there's that 2 of Cups soul connection. The 5 of Cups is usually 3 spilt cups, and then you have that 2 cup soul connection going on. We got the 9 of Swords here. So this is causing this person a lot of anxiety on the 3D, right? They're trying to defend themselves and I feel like upgrade their morals. I don't know, change their perspective, change a way of doing things, right? And they have moral reasons for it. And then when you got people from your past that you may or may not have done like more immoral things with, they're like, well, what now? You think you're better than us? Type of energy going on, right? And it's causing this person a lot of anxiety, right? Like I get like they don't like not feeling cool, but they're doing this for a specific person. This is a Jack of Cups who's got his eye on, I get the energy of catching, like protecting, like there's like, I feel like a protective energy here, right? It's from a heart-based center, right? I almost get like, it's so terrible. This person can even feel like the difference between y'all is the difference between King Kong and that chick that he like kidnaps in the beginning, right? Right, it's like he's scared he's gonna hurt you, but it's all from a heart-based center, right? Oh my goodness, what a weird energy that is. Someone could feel like you're very fragile. Get a broken wing. We've got a King of Pentacles here, right? He's very much like the Knight of Pentacles in most decks here, right? Just meandering slowly on his horse, right? Kind of allowing it to do its thing, right? I feel like they've come a long way and they're in a resting spot right now, but they're still on the move. This is someone who does like to have control, right, and order in their lives and expect it. We have a Queen of Cups here, right? So feminine that operates from a very heart-based center, a very loving and nurturing energy. We have a death and a rebirth here. Like one phase of this, whatever's going on between these two energies has died and is being reborn. We definitely have a Princess of Cups, right? This could be a very, very feminine, a very empathic feminine here who's made some very swift moves, right? And they're in defense, right? I feel like they're defending themselves against their past too. This is someone who's operating from a very loving heart-based center, right? I love this image of her swimming with the dolphins and stuff, being very giving, right? She's holding a turtle, I believe, yeah. Right, and the dolphins bringing her things. She operates from the center of the universe where the universe does things. This is the kind of person, right, who always is telling you that, you know, when they're out in the forest or whenever they're doing something within nature, they feel like nature operates around them. They feel like, you know, when they're meditating, butterflies are attracted to them, or, you know, when they're walking, dragonflies seem to fly right next to their heads and stuff like that, right? That's the energy this person's carries, and they've had to make some sort of move with the swiftness, and they're having to defend themselves, right? Because someone who's very open like this, right, you get that whole people throw rocks at things that shine, and there's this like energy of these things being like blown around them, and this person's like, I get that it's not what you're called, it's what you answer to, right? It's like they're like, I'm not what you think I am. I just operate on a different energy. Like, I don't care how similar our stories may seem. That ain't me. We ain't the same. So love and light to you. I hope you awaken and figure out what it is you're doing on this journey. But, I gotta do this, y'all. I'm out. Not wanting to fight with petty energy. Right? Got strength down here at the bottom. The strength to overcome. This is the one that's blocking the door. You have to have the strength to face it, right? With the movie. The Wheel of Fortune is reversed right now. We got the Ten of Pentacles is reversed right now. I get that all this is blocked because of a reverse Queen of Pentacles, right? And that's what I'm getting, the narcissistic energy, right? It's a gnarly. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Junk reversed. This person is about junk. They're about materialism, right? Like they drown in their hoard, right? If you've ever seen the movie The Labyrinth, this is the scene where the old lady finds her right after she wakes up from that drugged state where she's dancing around in the ballroom, and she grabs her and brings her into her own room, and it's her old bedroom, and then she starts piling the stuff on her back. Remember, old tidy, remember this, remember that. There's some sort of reverse here, right? This is someone who's really into materialism and things like that, and the reason everybody else is blocked right now is because this person is being blocked by the 5D. The 5D is like, anybody attached to this person is going to be blocked. This is how the 5D works. Be like, what? Well, sometimes helping somebody, you're interrupting their karma, right? That's kind of energy that I get. This Queen of Junk doesn't want other people to succeed, right? They want you to want their junk energy, right? This is 5D talking. This is junk energy. They want you to have this junky energy, right? This is the beast that they're building up the strength to fight. Oh, yes. All right, yes. They're building up the strength to fight, right? We got the Two of Wands here. Check out who the King of Junk is. What? Don't go that way. That way would have took you straight to the castle. Come inside and have a cup of tea, meet the missus. But this is the person that gave her the perspective, right? This is the person who ended up giving her the perspective on the walls of the labyrinth and how everything isn't quite what it seems, right? There's definitely the Temperance here, right? Look at that. Which door? Mumble, mumble, mumble. There's definitely something along with communication that I'm getting here in between these two, right? So who's coming together with this Queen of Junks here, right? The Temperance, right? I get mumble, 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 and then I was like, maybe you just can't hear you because he has the things in his ear. So one person couldn't speak and one person couldn't hear. You can assign your positions as you will. We got the Queen of Fire, right? And I'm just going to bust out my thumbs here if you're a fiery feminine. I doubt you were the one that had problems talking, but you probably had some problems listening. And I get for the King of Junk, I get mumble, mumble, mumble. Nope, no good, can't hear you. You know what I'm saying? And then in the end, he finally gets the loop out of his mouth. And then she pulls his nose and makes him take the ring back in his mouth. I'm sorry, that's the imagery I'm getting with this. There's something going on. There's a lot of miscommunication, not hearing, something like that. You have a reverse Knight of Poles, the Hermit, and the reverse Ace of Feathers. I'm picking up that negative past this person's had, right? That's how they're connected into this energy, right? Definitely got that reverse Knight of Poles. That's the reverse Knight of Wands there. The Hermit in the middle here. What I like about the Hermit is this one from the movie. He's the one who tells her that sometimes to go forward, you have to go back to the beginning, right? And I feel like that's the message, and it's confusing with this reversed Ace of Feathers, right? Got Fate here. But in this deck, it's the Death or Devil card, right? It's 13. This is Jareth, right? And this is right before Jareth pops up and he turns the clock back, and all you can hear is Sarah going, "That's not fair, that's not fair." He keeps taking time from her. He keeps changing the things. He keeps, and then he throws that thing there, and he makes her second guess Hoggle, right? That's when they pop into this guy, and he goes, sometimes the way to go forward is going back to the beginning, right? There's something about the anxiety over the situation being lifted. Like, somehow it's like, it's an acceptance of whatever it is this person's having to go through, they know they have to go through. Yeah, because they're blocked. Got the Star reversed, Justice reversed. Got the Three of Wands in the middle. Seven of Cups reversed, and Page of Poles. The Page of Poles is upright, right? I get someone young. There's someone young. There's some sort of injustice here, right? There's no way, they can't calculate a way around some sort of injustice. It's like, no matter how much they prepare, no matter how much, like I always say, it's preparation, intuition, and foresight are the three rods for the Three of Rods, right? And there's no way, like, I feel like Doctor Strange, like, no matter how many ways they try to calculate it, they're going to be breaking an illusion to this Page of Poles, right? There's some unfairness that involves this Page of Poles. To get out of conflict, right? They want to get out of conflict. They're feeling defeated in a conflict. They find there's a no-win situation for some sort of conflict. They've got this wanting to move on energy, right? And definitely they got this there's a Page of Junk that's ready to move on here, right? Getting a lot of children here. And then you got Ludo, the Hanged Man, right? I feel like the Page of Junk, yeah, the Page of Junk is connected to the King, right? The Page of Junk is the King of Junks, right? Sorry, this is not funny right now, but this is the way I said it. It was King of Junk, I'm sorry. Anyway, then you get the Page of Junk. Look at him, he's all packed up, he's all ready to go, right? He's in that Eight of Cups mode, right? But then here you go, here we got Ludo, he's stuck upside down, right? I feel like in however the situation goes, there's going to be some unfairness to a child. You got Toby reversed right here. No matter what they try to do, Eight of Swords, that's the imprisonment. That's how the Emperor is imprisoned. That's how the Emperor is imprisoned. The Emperor is imprisoned with an illegitimate child. That's all I can say, man. I mean, I know that sounds terrible, but yeah, this person feels kind of bound in, right? This is not the happy-looking Emperor. right? This is the Emperor dealing with Toby and Sarah, right, and the new wife, and everybody getting along and everything else like that. And I feel like this person has a lot of different energies and a lot of different contracts around them, right? And that's what's got them in the hangman. That's what's got them stuck. Look, that's everything that's got them, right? He's got the bottle in his hand. He's got the burping rag on. He's got the ball. He's got Toby's. Yep. Oh, man. And then there's the Page of Pots. You got all the pages here, right? Page of Pots. Alright, so we got a Page of Pearls, and we got the Page of Junk, and now we got a Page of Pots. I feel like the Page of Pots... The Page of Pots is the person that this person is putting, I feel, almost most important in the whole thing, right? There's like all these other energies around, right? But this Page of Pots is very, very important, right? And I like how the pages, right, have those little shields over their eyes, but it's this one that they know is Ten of Cups, right? That they want to build a Ten of Cups life for. They know it's going to cost them a major tower. It's going to take a major tower. Like, there's no way around. In order to break out of in order to break out of the Wheel of Fortune reverse, know that there has to be a tower. You have to make it beyond the city. You got to make it, through perils unknown. I've fought my way here to the Goblin City, right? And that's the message in the story in the end, right? That's the message in the story in the end. But Sarah doesn't rescue all the kids from the labyrinth. At the end of the movie, all the gremlins don't turn back into babies and go back home. No. Just one does. Alright. Oh my goodness, that was super duper deep. I think I'm just going to end it out on there. That was really heavy, y'all. Yeah, I've been on here for a minute. Alright. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.